States was built on more than just the work of our founding fathers. There are, of course, men and women of different colors, races, and creeds who helped form this country.
As we wrap up our special coverage for Black History Month, Rachel Moore speaks with a UNLV professor, making sure the Black perspective is not forgotten.
We want to ensure that everybody has the opportunity to understand Black history from the perspective of Black people.
Tyler Perry says as far back as the 1960s, the civil rights movement pushed back against curriculum seen as Eurocentric.
It does not represent the experiences of people of African descent, despite the fact that people of African descent have been a part of this country before it was actually the United States.
As assistant professor of African American and African diaspora studies at UNLV, Perry says it's important for students to truly understand not only their country, but the world around them.
How Black people within the United States are also interconnected with Black people who live elsewhere. That can include Central America, South America, the Caribbean, Western Africa, and even Black people throughout the globe.
Perry says African American studies provide students an understanding about the value of contributions of Black people, something that goes far beyond historical figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X.
We're also talking about the local heroes within the community that have made a significant difference, and that can be a significant source of inspiration for students who are from these communities who are seeking to also make a positive social change.
Unfortunately, he points to a growing effort to dismantle similar curriculum in other parts of the U.S., including most recently in Florida.
The one aspect of it that I think maybe is what frightens those who are in power and want to preserve kind of a more white supremacist structure is that it is a discipline born out of protest. And that is really one of the primary features, is that you are learning to empower the next generation to seek social change.
Perry hopes to educate students of every race. African American Studies enriches the educational experiences of all students.
To understand what it means to be an ally for the cause, or also what it means to fight on behalf of those whose voices have been shut down by the power structures.
From UNLV, I'm Rachel Moore.
And of course, the push to preserve, protect, and promote the contributions of African Americans to our country is far from over.
The federal legislation recently introduced during Black History Month aims to make the offerings of the National Museum of African American History and Culture more accessible. The African American History Act would invest $10 million over the course of 5 years into the museum to help expand and support educational programs. They include new digital content that would be made available to students, parents, and teachers on a voluntary basis.
We know from research that these kinds of discussions help children with critical thinking, and so we're really denying children an important aspect of their education when we don't allow them to hear some of these more difficult topics in an age-appropriate way.
With Congress narrowly divided, some say the bill's passage is anything but certain. Supporters say they will continue to keep the faith.